Hi yogis, it's Jody, and today's practice is dedicated to my good friend Erica in Spain, and actually to anyone who's arriving today feeling low energy, a tired body, a busy mind. This flow is a gentle flow designed for beginners, and it's meant to help you show up just as you are. No expectations, no pressure. Just a few mindful movements and moments to help you feel a little bit more grounded. So find a space on your mat and let's begin together in child's pose. Big toes touching, knees spread wide. Bring your forehead down, extend the arms. Close your eyes. Deep inhalation through the nose. And deep exhalation through the nose. However you're feeling today, let your mat be your safe space. Show up just as you are. Use your breath in these few moments to just go inward. Maybe using your Ujjayi pranayama. It's a slight restriction of the muscles at the back of the throat. It's almost like ocean waves. I like to think of it as a deep inhalation through the nose. And as you exhale through the nose, you're fogging a mirror at the back of your throat. To really help us to lengthen our inhalations and exhalations and to start to turn that internal fire we all want for our practice. Just a couple more breaths. Deep inhalation here. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Slowly coming up into a tabletop position. And today we're going to do our warm-up with a wrist stretch in cat and cow. So turn your hands so your fingertips face your knees. Keeping a slight bend in the elbow, we're going to cat and cow from here. So on the inhale, drop your belly, tilt the sit bones up, maybe gaze up. And as you exhale, do the opposite. Push the mat away and round, drawing your navel to spine. A couple more times. Inhale, find your back bend. Keep a slight bend in the elbows. Exhale, round. And just two more times on your own. Finding a few organic movements. Moving with the breath. Last time, inhale, find the back bend, gaze up. Exhale, do the opposite, round, draw the navel in. Coming back to tabletop position, hands face forward, sit back on your heels, and let's just shake it out. From here, bring your hands heart center in prayer. Take your fingertips towards we're gonna open our hands like a book as we bring the fingertips down. So it's like this. And then we're just gonna pull our elbows down to create some pressure and release any tension in the wrist. And then we're gonna do wrist circles from this position. We're going to bring the fingertips up, and then our hands are gonna come together and go, and we're gonna create circles. So go open them, down and around. It might take a couple rounds to get used to, but you'll get there. Just go at your own pace. And then go the opposite direction. The wrists are showing a little bit of resistance. Hands come up, down. Fingertips go up, down, and around. Just releasing any tension we might be holding in our wrist. And then shake it out. From here, coming back into tabletop position. Tuck your toes, step back into plank. We're just gonna hold it here, firming the inner thighs, pushing the mat away, doming the upper back. We're gonna hold it for about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Since this is our first downward facing dog of the class, feel free to bend one knee at a time, working into those tight calves and back body. Maybe moving the hips from side to side. Eventually, we want to find stillness. Making sure you're gripping the mat with your fingertips, hugging the inner arms in, spreading the shoulder blades, drawing the navel in as you lift the hips up, keeping a slight bend in the knees to lengthen through the sides of the waist. And maybe, if it feels good in your body, eventually the heels can root towards the mat. Coming back to that Ujjayi pranayama. Look forward, shift the shoulders over the wrists for plank. And then from here, we're gonna bend the knees, going back into downward facing dog. We're gonna do this a few more times. It's a really good way to just warm up the shoulders. Inhale, shift forward into plank. Exhale, bend the knees into downward facing dog. 2 more times. Inhale, shift the shoulders past the wrist. Exhale, bend the knees, coming into downward facing dog. Last time. Inhale, shift into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once you get here, come into child's pose. We've been on our wrists for a moment. After fatigue comes injury. All right, let's keep moving. Inhale, coming back into downward facing dog. Look forward, bend your knees, and you're just gonna step your right foot and then your left foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold. Taking your feet about hips width distance, grabbing opposite elbows, and just fold. Just ragdoll here, maybe shifting the weight from side to side, bending one knee at a time. Lifting the sit bones up as the elbows go closer towards the mat. Bringing some of the weight into your toes. All right. Inhale, hands come down. Find a flat back. Exhale, fold once more. Inhale with a slight bend in the knees, rising all the way up. Gaze up as the palms touch. Exhale, hands come heart center. Good job. From here, we're going to move into a few rounds of Surya Namaskar A, or Sun Salutation A. Hands by your side. Inhale, sweeping the arms out to come up. Exhale, sweep them out to come down. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, step back into plank. From here, shift forward into plank. Drop your knees, chest, and chin. Slide into your cobra. Gaze up, inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes. Use your navel. Push the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Good job. Let's keep moving. Inhale, look forward. Bend your knees and just step your right foot, then your left foot. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, sweeping the arms out to come up. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, find a flat back. This time, step your left foot back, then your right foot back into plank. Shift the shoulders past the wrists. Drop your knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, we're going to slide into cobra. Gaze up. Tuck the toes. Push the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. We're going to hold it here for about 5 breaths. Take a child's pose if you need it. All right, gaze forward, bend your knees, and we're gonna step our left foot and then our right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, find a flat back, hands by your feet, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good job. Last round, let's keep going. Inhale, sweeping the arms out to come up. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, find a flat back. From here, step back into plank. Shift the shoulders over the wrist. We're gonna drop our knees, chest and chin. Inhale into cobra. Draw the lower belly in, gaze up, inhale. And then we're gonna tuck our toes, push the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Good job, yogis. 5 more breaths here. This is where the real yoga begins. When we want to move, but we have to tell our mind no. We have to find stillness. Stay connected with your breath. We're only here for 2 more breaths. Stay with me. Inhale, look forward. Bend the knees and come down into tabletop. Good job. From here, we're gonna stack our hips. So step your right foot back. My left hand's underneath my shoulders. I'm gonna reach my right arm up. And then from here, we're gonna lift our right foot up to about hip height. We're gonna find length on the inhale. And on the exhale, we're gonna reach your right arm up and over. And then we're gonna do some crunches here to really work those up, obliques and the core. So inhale, we find length. And then exhale, bring your knee to elbow. We're gonna do it 4 more times. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale for 3. Lengthen, exhale for 2. Use your glutes. Inhale. Exhale, bring it in. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend, and bring it back down to tabletop. Move the hips, wiggle it from side to side, and let's take it to the other side. So we're gonna stack our hips on our right side. So my left foot steps back. I reach my left arm up, and then I lift my left leg. My heels is about in line with my hips. Inhale, we find length, and then we reach our left arm up and over. Take a moment here, find your balance. Inhale, we lengthen, and then we knee to elbow, bring it in. 4 more times. Use your glutes. Inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, last one. You got it. 1. Inhale, lengthen back out, come back into the tabletop, wiggle it back out. From here, tuck your toes and come up onto your knees. A really good way to energize your body is doing some back bends. So we're gonna come into camel pose. Bring your hands to your lower back, fingertips point up. Draw the elbows in. And from here, I want you to push the hips forward like you're up against a wall. And then we're gonna lengthen from our lower back area all the way up. And then we really wanna find the bend from our chest. This is where we wanna really open up. Breathe. Always return to your breath. This is a great way to really open up those parts of ourselves that we've been holding back, maybe any air that we have inside us. And if it feels good, start to lean back, grab onto your ankles, push the hips forward and lift up again through the heart. About 5 more breaths. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming back up. Sitting back onto your heels, and we're gonna slide onto our bellies, our sphinx. A little bit of belly back bending. So we're coming onto our forearms, our elbows and our shoulders are gonna align. We're gonna draw the lower belly in, and then we're gonna pull the heart to the gateway of the shoulders, gaze up. And just close the eyes here. Start to slow down. Notice when the mind starts to wander. Can you come back to the breath? We're here for 5 more. Stay with me. Lift the shoulders up and pull the shoulder blades down the back. Maybe gaze up if it feels good. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Take the gaze down, tuck the toes, and now we're gonna go from Sphinx. We're gonna lift up into forearm plank. Hug the inner thighs, and if you want, you could rock back and forth to create some space. And then we're gonna be here for about 10 seconds. So for the last 5, let's try to hold it. Dome the upper back, firm the inner thighs, look between the wrists. Can you hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it in for dolphin. We're creating a downward dog-like shape, but we're on our forearms. So if you have a tight body, keep the knees bent, because I really want you to lengthen through the sides of the waist. This is a great shoulder opener and strengthener. But it is challenging, so hang in there with me. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose. You did it. Taking a deep inhalation through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Good job, Yogi. Sometimes showing up is the hardest part. Take your time, eventually sitting on up. You can keep your eyes closed. Just gently rest your hands on your body and just feel the difference. Observe your mind, the body, your energy, maybe the peace that this yoga practice has brought you. And in the spirit of gratitude, bring your hands heart center in Anjali Mudra, taking a deep inhalation through your nose. And as you exhale, bowing your chin towards your heart in gratitude. Inhale, lift your chin, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really can't say this enough. Yoga is about showing up and meeting yourself where you are. So if you only have 10%, then show up at 10%. If you're at 50, if you're sad, show up anyways. Because when you show up on your mat, you're showing up for yourself. Thank you again. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time, yogis. Namaste.